Hey guys, I'm Barry with Empty Hammock. Got a big week planned here at the house. I'm going to try to bring you along every day. Today is Tuesday. Yesterday I helped a friend process a bunch of chickens, it was fun. I had a lot of fun. Thank you, friend. You know who you are. First, before we started on the house though, I'm putting together a little shelf for my wife. Had all my tools and stuff here at the house. Couldn't do it at home. So that's what we're working on now. And as soon as that's done, we'll be powering on the house. So I managed to kill all of my batteries. I realized that I forgot to get everything plugged in over the weekend. But I've got old corded tools in my trailer for this very reason. It's what I used to work with anyway, so I need to get this finished, sharpened up, and I'll finish cutting that hole. So I have 3 scars on this knuckle right here, sort of in the shape of a Z from accidentally catching the underside of this without a guard on it. Yeah, that's why you should always use the guard and always wear gloves. I'll start out the morning just by spraying down the shelf I'm building with a little bit of poly, get that drying up. I'll get that installed later this week. The next project here is going to be working on this hole that is going into the crawl space where it looks like a critter or something had dug down and undercut a little bit of the foundation there. So I'm going to be building up some framework and getting all that poured back in solid. That way the foundation is really good and solid on that outside wall. There we go. I think that turned out well. I ended up getting so warm yesterday in that little alcove on the side of the house with the sun beating off the floor and reflecting down off the walls. I kind of had to leave, just getting overheated. Felt like I was about to pass out. So it's going to be the same kind of temperatures today, so I'm going to go inside, wait for this little bit of a heat wave to pass by. These old columns, all of the lime out of the mortar is deteriorated. So now basically all of the old mortar is just sand. So I'm going to be repointing or mortaring all of these columns for this whole wall. Well, all 3 of them, so it shouldn't take too long. The first step with this is going to be to dig out all the old mortar back, about an inch or so I'm not completely undercutting it. suck it all out with the shop vac, make sure it's really clean, wet it down, and squish in the new mortar, and then repoint it so it looks good. So truth be told, I really don't have a whole lot of experience, actual real world experience with repointing bricks like this. I have done it in the past, but I really wanted to make sure that the formula for the mortar was correct and the way that I did it was correct. So as I do with just about everything in my life, if I don't know how to do it or if I have a question, I find an expert. I find somebody who knows exactly what they're doing. So thank you, Aaron, for the advice. Good friend of a long time who knows what he's talking about. So we're going to do it that way. So I got all the old sand cut out. Ended up undercutting it probably 1 inch to 1.5 inches, and actually did get to solid back in the middle of it, which is really good. So we're going to get it filled back in. Well, I think that looks a whole lot better. I'm pretty happy with that. Got everything filled in. It's now structurally sound. I went around to the outside and filled in a few holes out there too. So I feel pretty confident that these are back to where they should be as far as strength, and they're going to last whoever buys this house a good long time. Well, I'm back to this now. It is 92 degrees, but I need to get this done, so I'm just going to push through as far as I can. Drink lots of water. The other thing I'm hoping to get done today is replacing all these windows. This is the foundation window, and you can see that the previous owner had put, I don't know, tar or something really sticky, nasty all over them. So the ones around the back that are glass, I'm going to try to scrape those. These are plexi and horrible condition, so I'm going to replace all of those out, put PVC trim around it, try to spiff it up really good. Where it's right next to the driveway, I don't want to put glass back. It needs to be plexi, that way, you know, a kid kicks a ball or something into it, it's going to be okay. Trying to be very careful not to break any of this brick or the mortar around it. That would be really hard to fix. So I was kind of afraid of this. The bottom of where the sill should be is under the level of the blacktop outside. I don't like that. I don't want to put a window back in that spot. So I'm actually going to run a couple courses of brick. Since I've got all the mortar stuff, I might as well go ahead and do it right. I'll run a couple layers of brick. I'll show you. I would just like to apologize in advance to any actual masons out there. This isn't going to be pretty. Here, stick this out for a second. I'm going to shoot sideways. So I broke my tape measure. So now it starts at 36 inches, which means that this is actually 47 inches across. It's pretty amazing. I gotta get another one out of my building, but I don't have it with me. I have never in all my life had a film that was this difficult to take off a piece of Lexan. Good grief. Usually they just come right off, but this I'm having to like pick at. Golly dang. The film is so thin that it just, as soon as you start to pull on it, it just breaks. It stretches out and breaks. Ah. Aha. That is so much better. Still have a little bit of touch up to do, some cleaning, some caulking, some painting, but that's pretty much it. So I went and got those two switched out, and I went to scrape this one because I thought that, you know, probably still good. No, it's metal. Really? Go! See if I can do this without giving myself Tetris. I might have to go get a new Tetris shot. Come on. Oh, it's screwed in place. That's great. Oh my gosh. Are you kidding me? Ha! First try. I'll get my drill. I think I'm allergic to sheet metal. Yeah, you know what? I'm not even fooling with that right now. I was expecting to just clean that window off, not have to replace it. It is 7:25. I'm hungry. I think it's been a good week. I'm gonna go eat dinner.